Tyagaraja. Tyagaraja was devoted to Lord Rama from his very childhood. As he grew up, his fervor grew deeper and deeper. He withdrew from all mundane work and devoted himself to the worship of the Lord. He was an extraordinarily talented musician too. So, throughout the day, he would spend his time singing and worshipping his beloved Lord. Tyagaraja's elder brother and his wife were the opposite of Tyagaraja and his wife. They did not like his seemingly senseless worship. They thought that he just whiled away his precious time without earning and acquiring money. They abused Tyagaraja, created as many obstacles as possible in his worship, and finally told him to leave their house and live separately. The family house was partitioned, and Tyagaraja and his wife went to live elsewhere. Since both husband and wife were of one mind in their devotion to the Lord, they spent all their time in worship and with no thought for their material poverty. Their devotion and saintly life attracted many people, and soon, by Rama's grace, all their material needs were fulfilled by themselves. Their house became as good as a temple, and there was a continuous flow of devotees and wealth. The couple lived joyously in the company of like minded people, making use of the barest minimum for their personal needs and giving away everything else to others. Tyagaraja's popularity and prosperity made his brother and his wife very jealous. One night, when everyone was asleep, Tyagaraja's brother entered his house. He stealthily took the idol of Sri Rama and made straight for the river. He threw the idol into the middle of the river and went back home. The next morning, when Tyagaraja woke, he was distraught with sorrow at the theft. He did not know who had stolen the idol and why. He felt forlorn without his beloved Lord. He wandered from place to place and even went on a pilgrimage to try and calm his grief. As he wandered from place to place, visiting famous kshetras, Sri Ramanavami approached. About that time, Sri Rama appeared to him in a dream and told him to return home by Sri Ramanavami. So Tyagaraja started his long journey home. He came to the river Kaveri, which he had to cross in order to reach his village. The river was angry and in spate. The flood was so violent that no boatman was prepared to risk his boat in the current. The people with Tyagaraja suggested that they wait till the flood abated. Sri Ramanavami was the next day. So how could Tyagaraja afford to wait? He smiled and said, Dear Lord, first you order me to return home, and then you create floods before me. Is this your test? Then let me not fail it. So saying, he raised both hands in salutation to Sri Rama and repeating Ramanama entered the water. The people gathered there were aghast. They cried out in fear, Sir, don't be foolish, you will be washed away. But there was no turning back for the saint. He could not think of anything but his beloved Sri Rama. With his entire mind fixed on the Lord, he went deeper and deeper into the waters while no one could shake either his resolve or his determination. He moved resolutely towards the other shore where several people had gathered to watch with wonderment the approaching figure of Tyagaraja. Suddenly, from out of the waters rose the idol which had been thrown into the river many months ago. Tyagaraja was already chest deep in water when he saw it. Gladness and joy filled his heart. My Rama, have you too walked here to reach me? He burst into song in midstream, clasping his beloved Lord to his bosom. Tyagaraja then came out of the waters and went home. His wife too was doubly pleased with the return of her husband and of the Lord. Understandably, that year Sri Ramanavami was the most joyous of all their celebrations.